Can the Pittsburgh fiberglass handle hatchet from Harbor Freight stand the throwing test? Stay tuned and find out. Thank you so much for tuning in to 411 Outdoors. If you find this channel fun, if you find it resourceful, I'd be super excited to have you as a subscriber, and I will greatly appreciate it. Just don't forget to click that bell to get your notifications. The Pittsburgh fiberglass handle hatchet from Harbor Freight. I think it's a great little hatchet. It's about 1.25 pounds, about $7.99 in its price. I think that's excellent. It gets the job done. Just from looking at it, I can tell that it's going to be great for throwing, whether it can handle the battery of tests or not, because you look at the headstock, it's not too thick. Shapes down kind of thin. The headstock's thin enough for throwing. The thicker your axe blade is here, the more difficult it is to throw at anything and penetrate anything, but this is going to do well. Headstock looks very similar to the hickory hatchet that I reviewed. The question is, can this handle throwing? Can you use this as a throwing axe? Well, just to be straightforward, any axe that has a head attached to the handle is eventually going to bite the dust if you're throwing it, unless you just hit it every time. You know, these things are made for chopping, so if you're throwing it and it's chopping into the wood, odds are the life of the axe is going to last. But if you're missing, that's where you bust the handle. Now, I will say this about Harbor Freight. They're pretty cool. They have a lifetime warranty on their products. I had a hickory hatchet, and between throwing it and using it, I did weaken the handle. The handle got loose. Look, I just walked in, set it on the counter, spoke to the nice lady. I said, ma'am, I would like to exchange this. They didn't do any paperwork. They didn't ask for a receipt. They took the product, which they could tell was clearly theirs, and they allowed me to simply exchange it. So that's going to be the same with this Pittsburgh axe as well. So can this thing handle a lot of throws? Well, let me just throw the crap out of it and see what kind of experience I have. So let's take a look at some things. I've thrown it several times. The video is not going to show how many times I threw it, but I threw it multiple times. I'm at the right distance, so it's hitting every time, but the handle doesn't look like it's moved. The sealant on the top still looks solid. Rock and roll. Can you throw the fiberglass axe from Pittsburgh? Absolutely, absolutely. If you get your distance right and you're not missing, it'll hold up. Hey, this thing's cheap enough to go out and get 3 of them. Go get 2 or 3. I would challenge you to go on Amazon or wherever and price a set of throwing axes. I mean, I bought like one of those metal sets where it's full tang throwing hatchets, throwing tomahawks. I couldn't find any set for less than 35 bucks. And that's not even a full-blown heavy hatchet like this. Go to Harbor Freight, get you 3 of these things. For the price, and with their warranty, you can get these and throw to your heart's content. 100% you can throw this axe, and I love how inexpensive it is. So I want to encourage you to go out and throw some cash toward Harbor Freight, pick up one of these, pick up several of them, and enjoy throwing axes. Throwing axes is awesome. It's a great way to relieve stress. It's a great way to relax and unwind. I want to thank you for taking time to watch this video. Take care, my friend.